When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, passing your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin. Subjugate the...
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Denver Broncos. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. This fielded a few yards into the end zone, and he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Ready to break.
Mike 5-4. Here we go, D. Here I come.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Here's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
Hey, wahoo!
They do go for it. It's Locke. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. The 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, 77 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Over. Watch Mike. Coming this way.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Ready. 5-9. Hey, kill. Two kill. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Wide. Get wide. You're good. Line 4. Ready. Ready, back.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. 12 yards there. Good for a Saints first down. A nice toss play there to the left. More than enough room to move the chains.
And you know what I love about that play as a broadcaster? Seeing the big guys move. Seeing them get upfield and take out defenders. You know what I hated as a defensive back?
What?
That exact same thing. Seeing those linemen coming downfield, getting ready to blot out the sun.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Bree's going to try and throw on third down. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Bree's going to come up here, first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now Breeze. Flush to his right. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, second and goal.
Sammy.
He's coming, double up. Check.
He'll get it up the middle. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara taking it in as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness.
The backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On second down, here's Locke. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. On first down, it's Lindsey, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 39-yard line.
Come on, set. 10 Lobo. 54. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Tight dog. Ready?
On second and 11 now. Locke, open man. That's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A huge play there for Denver. And even 50 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that?
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. Another try after the first down sack. Locke looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And that is incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And McManus able to put it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now left side on the swing pass. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And all the way down to the 5. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
Opposite.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Breeze now. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Chris Harris with a pick. He's got the lane, and there he goes. 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tank.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
To throw again on 2nd down. Breeze gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Breeze now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Throwing now is Breeze. He gets it to Thomas. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's another Saints.
Ready, 95-56. Kill. Tonight.
Again, it's Breeze. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now Breeze again. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, he scored on the ground and through the air, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a three-point game. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now this time Locke will throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Ready.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Hey, lock it. Sponge. No.
And an alley to run. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Go now. 60 Pittsburgh. Right, 54. So we got man. 5.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throwing now is Locke. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn, and now it's third down.
And 10 yards to go.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that's caught by Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The end result, 21 yards. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Breeze to throw again. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And he finds Carr. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 14. Breeze now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Breeze now to throw. Flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. From the gun, it's Breeze. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a... Michael Thomas there to make the grab. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Lutz with the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Lock going to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Demario Davis getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack. Lock under pressure again, and down he goes again. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Switch, hey, Sam on. Go. Hey, Jeff, ready?
From the gun on third down, Locke. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Outs. That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Right there. Now! 54 miles. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Check it. Shoot.
Locke going to go on fourth down. He's got his tight end fan. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's first and 10. So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 38. Throwing on first down is Locke. Got a man that's complete to Hamilton. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Deshaun Hamilton, 38 yards. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
Here's Breeze to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his second interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
From the 30 on second down, Locke. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Check, check, lucky. Check. Get it.
From the gun on third down, Locke. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Locke now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10.
He's not going to get me. Check out. Whip.
Locke now on first down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. They'll go again with Lindsey. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 3rd down, but they are in field goal range already. Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
The kick by McManus is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Breeze to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
And he's brought down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you got to feel good about your chances.
And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now Breeze. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Breeze going to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The former first-round pick, Kareem Jackson, there defensively. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 25 yards that time. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Breeze. And Thomas has it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Now Breeze. It's caught. Smith. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they could look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou.